Hello and welcome to Continulus. I wanted to show you how to access your first free lecture. So you've just completed step 1 of the registration process. So we've just sent you an email with a link inside that you need to click to authenticate your account. So you can go ahead and do that now. If it's not in your inbox in the next few minutes, please check your junk email folder. And if it's not there, please email me at info@continulus.com and I will sort it for you. Very occasionally, sometimes work email filters in particular can block these automated messages. Once you've done that step, you're ready to log in. So this is what the Continulus homepage looks like. And you can go ahead and sign in here at the top right hand corner. So please enter the email and password that you used at the registration step, and I will just use one of mine. And we're now logged in because you can see up here in the top right hand corner it says My Account, and that is your personal account profile where you can have quick links to all of your courses and lectures, plus you can change some of your personal details, change your password, etc. And I'll show you that a little bit later. But let's just look at the lectures first. So let's browse the lectures. Now we have a number of lecture programs, and we'll just jump into this one here. This is the Critical Care Nursing Program. So this is a fortnightly lecture program. And I'll show you here that this is what the homepage looks like. And here you can see upcoming and watch now. So every fortnight there's a new lecture that's conducted over Zoom. So here you can see this is the upcoming section. So you can see all the lectures that are upcoming. And then you can click to register. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. So if I click to register, it will take me to the lecture homepage. Now you can see the title, you can see the accreditation that you will receive for doing this. You have a talk summary, learning objectives, plus the date and time that the live lecture will take place. Now we advertise in GMT or UTC, but there is a little link here that you can click, and that compares your country to the GMT time, so you can find out when that is. You can also click here to read the bio of our speaker. And then once you're happy, you can go ahead and click enter, and that will take you to a holding page that will register you on Zoom. So you can access the lecture by two means, and that is on our holding page, there's a button that will take you into the lecture at the appropriate time, or you can do it through the automated email that you will receive from Zoom as well. But let's go back because I want to show you how you can immediately jump in and start accessing your first free lecture. So let's go to the Watch Now tab, and these are all the lectures that have recently taken place, and you can find whichever ones are suitable for you, and they're all fantastic. But let me just choose one. So let's look at Weaning from Mechanical Ventilation with Professor Louise Rose. So if I click to access the lecture details, it's essentially the same page, but this time we don't need to advertise the live event because this has already taken place, and you can go ahead and click to enter. And when you do that, you'll be taken to the pre-lecture quiz. So this just tests your basic understanding of the topic before you begin. You do not need to get these correct. I'm just going to choose A for all of them, so don't judge me, but that's just to jump through this section. And once you've completed them all, it will show you what your score is. I got 1 out of 4 correct. And then you can quickly go straight to the lecture video page. And this is what that will look like. And you can go ahead and click play, and that will start the video. So I'll just pause it for a wee second. I just want to show you a few things that are important. So the video player page has all the standard features that you would expect on a video player. You have a play pause button. You can rewind 10 seconds. You can click and scroll, obviously, of course, as well. There is a volume button. You can see the total length of this lecture plus where you are in this lecture. There's a note-taking function, which I'll come to in a minute. You can screen share if that is something that you have available to you. Settings will allow you to adjust the quality of the video and the speed of the video, but you very seldom ever need to do that. And you have full screen mode. So if I click full screen mode, I go into full screen and then click it again and I exit full screen. You can also download the slides from the talks, and there is a forum for each talk where you can go and post questions or comment on questions. But let me take you to what's important. If I scroll down underneath, you'll see a note-taking function. Now you can take notes, and we encourage you to do so as you progress through the lecture. Anything you find interesting, you can make a note of it, and your notes are time stamped, which means you can, at a later date, you can quickly go back to those important points in the video to refresh those for you. Now there are several ways that you can do that. Let me just show you how that works. So if I jump forward a little bit, and I'll show you that you can do it by 3 means. So there's an add note icon here on the video player. There's an add note in your notes section, and there's also a hotkey, which on a Mac computer is Option plus N for November. If you hit those 2 keys together, it'll bring up the note-taking function, or Alt plus N for November on a Windows-based computer. So let's show you what that looks like. If I click play, and if there's something that our speaker says that I like, I'm going to hit Option N, and it pauses the video so you never miss anything. And you'll see that it is about to stamp it with a time signature. So this time corresponds to the time where you are in the video, of course. So I'm just going to go ahead and give the note a title, and then I'm going to make a little bit more information about the note itself. So I'll just say this lecture is great. And if I click save, the video immediately starts again, so you never lose anything. And if I just pause that and scroll down, you'll see that my note is stored here, and you can adjust the note if you want. And all the notes will be stored here for this particular lecture. And if you see here the time signature, which is just highlighted in green, if you click on that, it will bring you back to that point in the lecture. In fact, it brings you back 10 seconds before you took the lecture. So in this case, it'll take me back to 7 minutes and 10 seconds to try and capture the point that you were trying to capture. So you often make the note at the end of the point. So it brings you back 10 seconds, hopefully to capture the point. And if you need to go back further, you can rewind 10 seconds or you can click and scroll. Now let me just show you my account profile. I think that's enough that you need to know to get going with accessing your first lecture. But in your account profile, you will have quick access to all of your lectures. I can click on the lecture itself, which will bring me back to that lecture page. And there are little quick links here to important things about that lecture. So you can access the quiz once you've completed the video. You can access the certificate when you've completed the quiz. So how to get your certificate is you have to complete the pre-test quiz. You have to watch the video. You then have to complete a short feedback form, complete a post-test quiz, which is just 4 questions. And you have to get 3 of them correct, 75% pass rate, and you can take it as many times as you need to. And then once you've done that, your certificate will be released and you can access it here, but you're not able to do it yet because I've not completed all those steps. But let me just click on the note-taking function. So this will be a way to access the notes that you've taken for this particular course. You can see the note I took, but all of the ones that you take will be here. You can download, print, and if I go back, the final thing to say is that there's also links to other things that are relevant to your account profile. You can change your account details, you can change your password, etc., etc. I think that's enough to get you going. If you've any questions at any time, please email us at info@continulus.com. I hope you enjoy using Continulus. Thank you.